What's the most impressive pickup line you've ever heard? My first trip to Italy, I was with my mother. We were taking a bus tour around Rome because tourists who drive there become bug splat. Getting off the bus to see the Colosseum, a man was walking past. I got off first, he notices me, then Mom gets off behind me. He notices her. He approached her, then said, "You are her mother?" Startled, my mom said yes. The guy kissed his fingers and said Da Vinci could not have done better. Then he walked away. That was 40 years ago, I still remember it like yesterday. A few years ago, I overheard a girl at a bar say she felt like she was going to do something dumb that night, so I told her I dropped out of school in 6th grade. It didn't work, but I was always proud of that one. As someone who is in a wheelchair, my go-to pickup lines are, "I can't feel my legs. Can I feel yours?" And "Hey, can I interest you in a lifetime supply of front row parking?" I have about an 80% success rate of at least getting a number. A fairly attractive friend of mine, F36, was at a bar with her SCL and a much younger guy starts hitting on her. At one point, she incredulously asks him how old he is, and he just responds, "I'm 23, but for the record, I fuck like I'm 24. A woman walked up to me, licked her finger and swiped my shirt with it, and then said, "We'd better get you out of those wet clothes." A MILF I was once drinking with said to me, "Whenever I have tequila, I end up hooking up with someone," and then she took a shot of tequila while locking eyes with me. After a breakup, I was sad drinking at a bar close to home for a few months. Chatted with one of the bartenders quite a bit. Turns out we had some stuff in common and lived rather close in Florida at one point. I walked in one night ready to get obliterated, and she was sitting on the right side of the bar. She sees me before I even get to order a drink. She calls me over and says, "It's my birthday, you're my present, and I want to take you home and unwrap you. I downed a beer, paid the tabs, and we left together." A girl was too shy to talk to me at a party eons ago, and her friend told me outside. I didn't want to make her uncomfortable, so I pushed her phone between the couch cushions, and when she noticed it was missing, I said, "Oh, do you want me to call it?" She lit up and said simply, "Yes please." Got her number, found the phone, and I confessed I'd hit it cause it kinda felt creepy after the fact, and she laughed and we went home together. We've now been married for 6 years. Edit, if she'd said no thanks, I'd have immediately told her where it was and apologize. I'll throw mine in here. At a wedding many years back, my brother sang a song for the ceremony. Here's an incredible singer, handsome and gay. During cocktail hour, I was with a group of guests when one of the bridesmaids said, "Geez, it's too bad Dave's gay." To which I quickly replied, "Well, he's got a brother." Deal sealed. I don't know how impressive this is, but it worked. I was at retail clothing outlet. She said, "Can I help you find anything?" I said, "I am looking for a way to get your phone number," and she laughed. We talked, she gave me her number. I was at my regular dive. Told this man he was sitting in my chair, so he was obligated to be my trivia partner. He laughed. He was so fine. I can't believe I had the guts to sit next to him. Tall, dark, handsome, with huge muscles. Still together, so it works. Oh man, this one still cracks me up. So, I was at a party, and this guy walks up to a girl holding a cup of water and says with the most serious face, "Are you French? Because I fall for you." I expected her to roll her eyes, but nope, she burst out laughing and actually started chatting with him. Guess the confidence sold it. I was standing there like, is this real life? Sometimes it's not even the line, it's the delivery. Some young guy asked my wife's dog when she was walking it if it only had a mommy. Wife thought it was a remarkably smooth way to ask if she was single. She claims he didn't get her number. Best one I have is asking a girl if she's ready to have the night of the most amazing sex in her life. After she 99 says no, smack your chest and say, "Then I'm the perfect guy for you." Can we just skip this awkward part and start making out? I'm mostly impressed of this because I was the one who said it, and that it actually worked. 1 round. Loser goes home with the winner. At a bar talking to a girl. We hit it off, things are going well. Her sister comes up and tells her she's about leave. Girl tells her sister she wants to stay, asks me if I can take her home. I said sure, no problem, I can bring you home in the morning. Been together 13 years, married for 7 with a toddler. Lol, love telling that story. I was making conversation with this beautiful woman at a wedding we both were invited for. We also really clicked. With us was also some older lady, and all 3 of us were making conversation about how nice the wedding was, etc. None of us knew each other. As the older lady was about to leave our small constellation, she said something like, "Who knows? Maybe it's your turn to get married next time." As we still were on the topic of weddings, I guess I could just explain that we weren't a couple, but I felt that it might scare the woman off in case she was interested in me. So instead I just giggled and said, "Hee yeah, maybe." 10 years and 2 kids later, it's still us. And to this day she remembers that smoothness. When I was about 20, the restaurant I worked at ran out of cheese. I was tasked with going to the grocery store to go buy some more cheese. This happened to be Valentine's Day, and when I went to the aisle to check out, there were two other men in front of me buying some flowers for their significant others. When it was my turn to pay, I told the girl at the cash register, "I bet I look silly buying this ridiculous amount of cheese." After those guys bought flowers, she responds, "I'd prefer cheese over flowers." To which I respond, "We should get some nachos then." I felt so stupid the second those words came out my mouth. Shockingly enough, it scored me a date.